Starting soon. Welcome to the Nerdcore Podcast, the podcast that reviews movies and talks that nerd shit. As always, it is your nerd chick on here to host the show alongside my wonderful co-host, Young Yoda. How are you doing?
Sup, everybody. Welcome to the show.
Welcome to the show, my friends. Welcome. Live for patrons only right now. And we're going to kick off Western Month today with Fistful of Dollars, since I won the coin toss.
Indeed, you did.
Indeed, I did, right, Brad? And then after we're done with our review, we're going to determine our Saturday morning review this weekend and all that wonderful stuff. As always, you know what's it called? We're not right now. We can't do a live stream with everybody, so we can't really do the the fundraising. But we'll be back in action on Friday, back in fundraising and all that stuff. You can still send stuff to Streamlabs. And streamlabs.com/nerdcore, and I'll gladly put it into the bunch that we donate on Sunday. I donated the $46 from yesterday, and we put that into the Memorial Fund. And then this week we'll be
donating whatever we can.
Keep helping out all we can, man. But yeah, Brad. So we're gonna do a Fistful of Dollars today. Kick off our good old Western Month, and should we spit on the floor or something to commemorate it or something?
No.
I don't have. Obviously, the cowboy hat didn't work when I put it last time because
no, doesn't fit over the headphones or under the headphones, or it doesn't work with the headphones.
It just doesn't work with headphones, and I kind of need headphones for this. We have to talk to each other. Yeah, I can't just not hear you. But yeah, Brad, anything up to anything today? I thought we weren't going to record today because of yesterday.
I actually came home early because I was feeling under the weather a bit. So
yeah,
but I
think it was symptoms.
No, it's not COVID. I just felt really fatigued.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say I had the,
Well, I had part of that too was my stomach, but that's because I had fast food last night and it didn't sit well. Yep. So that combined with the fatigue, I'm just like, I'm going home.
Yeah, fuck this. I'm going home. Yeah, so you got to watch the movie and I finished watching it and we're going to do this. But yeah, so I have to check in with Alex tonight, but pretty sure, tonight as in Monday night, but tomorrow should be the Venom movie commentary. So like I said on Sunday, if you guys want to be involved in that, let me know. We've already got Michelle coming on and Mr. Chillzone. So that's already 4 people. We have 2 slots left on the StreamYard. But if you can't come on the StreamYard, then don't worry. You can
join the Discord.
You can join the Discord and still watch the film with us. You just won't be able to commentate. Well,
I mean they'll be able to chat. They'll be able to chat.
You just can't, speak into this right here.
You can't be on screen on the StreamYard.
Yeah. But we're going to have a lot of fun with that, hopefully. And hopefully you guys get to stop by with us and talk the movie with us. And yeah, I'm glad that we're finally going to get to do this because it's something that we've been planning for a while. And yeah, so, I really have nothing else to say. I mean, I haven't watched anything as of late, just the Fistful of Dollars. And I've been watching a lot of Community. Those, by the way, I'm glad we opened Western Month and I'm watching Community because that paintball episode.
Episode is legit.
The Western style one where Abed is dressed like the man with no name. It's just fantastic. And, and of course he'd be the one to dress like the man with no name because he's the film guy in there.
Exactly. And also there's like 3 of those. So there's 3 paintball episodes throughout the whole series, I think. Although I never watched the last 2 seasons because Community is that weird one where it got like kicked off. It's one broadcast system and then Yahoo picked it up and Yahoo Streaming was trying to do it and Yahoo Streaming didn't catch on. So kind of weird.
Yeah, but I love that Western one. God, Alison Brie. Put her in a Western, dude. She's freaking beautiful, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that Western episode was incredible. I loved it. It was just so funny seeing Abed dressed like the man with no name.
I mean, that whole show is just well written and hilarious. It comes from the creator Rick and Morty, so I mean Dan Harmon.
Yep. So let's go ahead and get into this, man. We're going to talk about Fistful of Dollars. And if I'm correct, is this 67?
Actually, it's weird. Released in Italy in 64 originally, released in America in 67. So technically it's 64. It's still under 69.
Yeah, it's still before 69. So you guys really don't have a chance. Like, I mean, you can't bring up the fact that I didn't give you guys a spoiler warning because this is before 69. So
did you have the same issue I did with Stars, though? Because they have both. They have the 1964 and the 1967. I'm just sitting there going, what the fuck is the difference? And then I had to look it up. I'm like, oh, 64 was just released in Italy. Okay.
Yeah, so I'm guessing it's the one with the Italian dubbing.
It wasn't dubbed.
So I watched the 64 version.
So did I. I watched the 64 version, but it wasn't dubbed. At least I don't think it was.
I couldn't find any other one. I just found the 64 version.
No, Stars had a 64 and a 67 version for me.
Huh? That's hold on. I mean, I got Stars.
Or because I did a search for it, so maybe the 67 was somewhere else in Amazon. Maybe that's what was going on.
Yeah, I'm just getting Fistful of $1.64.
Okay.
On here. Yeah, whatever. I mean, it happens. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into this. Let me go ahead and introduce Fistful of Dollars. I'm going to butcher the shit out of the what's it called? Out of the Italian pronunciation.
So are you gonna read also the legal dispute part of it?
Oh, of course, it's all in here.
Okay.
Yeah, it's all in here. I'm just reading this. Everything before plot is what I read. So
yeah, but the legal dispute is after that. So we may want to go into that too because
well, no, because it says here, what's it called? It was lawsuit by Toho. What's it? Yeah, I mean, we'll get into that too.
Yeah.
But here we go. A fistful of dollars, or how it is pronounced in Italian, per un pugno di dollari. I think that is not the pronunciation, but I don't know. Or it's literally translated to for a fistful of dollars. Titled on screen as Fistful of Dollars, is a 1964 spaghetti western film directed by Sergio Leone and just starring Clint Eastwood in his first leading role alongside, man, let's get this right, guys. Gian Maria Volonte, I think that's how you say it. Marianne Koch, Wolfgang Lutschy. Fucking hell, bro. Sieghart, Rup, Jose Calvo, Antonio Prieto, and Joseph Egger. The film, an international co-production between Italy, West Germany, and Spain, was filmed on a low budget, reported to be $200,000, and Eastwood was paid $15,000 for his role. That's like the whole Harrison Ford only being paid $10,000 for Star Wars.
Well, yeah, $10,000, and then he was also a carpenter on set.
George was like, "You're gonna get your ass to work, boy." Released in Italy in 1964 and then the United States in 1967, initiated the popularity of the spaghetti western genre. It was excuse me, I'm going to burp into the microphone. Oh, excuse me. That wasn't fun. It was followed by A Few Dollars More and The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, also starring Eastwood. Collectively, the films are known as the Dollars Trilogy or the Man with No Name Trilogy. All three films were later released in a sequence in the United States in 1967, catapulting Eastwood into stardom. The film has been identified as an unofficial remake of the Akira Kurosawa film Yojimbo 1961, which resulted in a successful lawsuit by Toho. Yojimbo's production company. In the United States, the United Artists Publicity Campaign referred to Eastwood's character in all three films as the Man with No Name. As few spaghetti westerns had yet been released in the United States, many of the European cast and crew took on American-sounding stage names. These included Leone himself, Bob Roberts, and Volonte being called Johnny Wells, and composer Ennio Morricone as Dan Savio. Yeah, Dan Savio. That's one of his nicknames. Dan Savio. A Fistful of Dollars was shot in Spain, mostly near Hoyo de Manzanares, close to Madrid, but also like it's 2 sequels in the Tabernas Desert in the Cabo de Gata. Wow. Cabo de Gata Nijar Natural Park took both in the province of Almeria. 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 I'm sorry. Almeria. I'm sorry. I didn't see that accent on there. But yeah, in the province of Almeria. You want to let's get in, oh, come on, man. I hate when I just pull out of my screen and I go to all the other
That's what you have for pulling out.
Shut up, Brad. Legal dispute. We got Brad, you want to go over the legal dispute?
Yeah, I can read the legal dispute part. That's fine.
Yeah.
So, because I find it interesting because I am a Kurosawa fan.
Yeah.
So that's the whole reason that I even, because let's face it, we all watch the Westerns before any of us watch the Kurosawa films.
Mm-hmm.
But so legal dispute. The film was effectively an unofficial and licensed remake of Akira Kurosawa's 1961 film Yojimbo, written by Kurosawa and Ryuzo Kikushima, lifting traditional themes and character tropes usually typified with a I'm going to totally butcher this word, Jidaigeki film. Kurosawa insisted that Leone, is it Leone or Leone?
Leone.
Leone had made a fine movie, but it was my movie. That sounds like Kurosawa. Leone ignored the resulting lawsuit. That sounds like Leone. But eventually settled out of court, reportedly for 15% of the worldwide receipts of a fistful of dollars and over $100,000.
Yeah. Oh my God. I mean, let's go ahead and open it up here, man. Look, I chose this movie because it is the first spaghetti western from Leone, and rightfully so. I mean, this movie's great. It's a great movie.
It's one of the most beloved westerns, honestly.
It's no Yojimbo. I'll tell you that. It's no Yojimbo.
Well, before we get into that, because we'll save that towards the end.
Mm-hmm.
But as it sits by itself, it is a fantastic western.
Fantastic western, yeah, fantastic movie. It's one that, like I was telling Brad, I mean, you really got to give it up to Leone. Some of those camera movements, and even the editing. You know, those fast, quick cuts between the faces that he's obviously gonna perfect in the good, the bad, and the ugly. But like in here, like Leone is very competent director who's really shooting something special here, and it's a really good western. It's just that it's a remake of a movie that's 20, 30 times better than this.
Well, and it's fun. So this is what's fun to do is everybody go watch Yojimbo first and then watch A Fistful of Dollars and just pick out scenes where you're like, oh, that's a Kurosawa scene. Oh, that's this whole fucking movie's full of Kurosawa scenes.
And we were saying like, it's not that we don't like Leone.
No, Leone's great in his own style and way.
Yeah.
But this is a Kurosawa movie. This is based on a Kurosawa movie.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no way, and that's why this was probably the easiest court battle in Kurosawa's life, because he just had to show each scene like, okay, now watch this. Same thing.
Like right there.
Same thing. I mean, I was blown away by the one where he's saving is it Maria?
Why you gotta do this to me?
I don't know. I
just exit out of the damn article.
Yeah, you did. Marisol. Sorry, Marisol. Yeah. So he's saving Marisol, getting her out of the tiny house they have her in. He's killed like 6 dudes already, which that's what Mifune did. And then, but that doesn't give it away that it's from Kurosawa. What gives it away is they have on the top these sticks that they use for firewood that they're going to burn. He decides to like cut those off and smash it, and it's like, this is the same fucking scene as in fucking Yojimbo. It's literally like scene for scene.
Yeah, it's 100% seen Yojimbo. I really got to point out some stuff. I love the set design for $200,000. Wow. I mean, the set design is incredible. The costumes are great. I love the sound design of the gun. It's that.
I love it when it's like hitting off the ground or it's like hitting off the metal. It's going.
Yeah, it's the iconic Western gun. It's just like a boom, boom. Yeah, it's just and dude, this movie is cheesy as hell. It's one of
It is, but then again, it's very watchable. I
Oh
mean,
yeah,
even though it does have some cheesy moments, it's those moments where you kind of smile and you go, "Yeah, this is a Western."
yeah.
Western.
It's a Western.
I mean, Tony's probably gonna give me shit, but Westerns kind of get away with some of their cheesiness because they are Westerns, especially spaghetti Westerns.
Yeah,
But there's some like very memorable characters like Chico. Like I'm probably never going to forget Chico like ever again after watching this. I'm gonna be like, he's the big giant Mexican that only says like one word. And then when he says it, it's like the gruffest voice I've ever heard. And I'm just going, I don't know how to fuck with this man. And then you got freaking Eastwood over there shooting things and slamming his head in freaking doors and shit.
yeah. I just love how all of these are freaking Spanish actors, not actual Mexicans, or Italian, like German.
But he's named Chico, so that's not a Spanish name.
Well, the characters are Mexican, but the actors are Spanish.
Yeah, I mean,
but Eastwood is great in this, of course. What's it called? But he's called Joe, but he's the man with no name.
Well,
but,
and I think Joe, like
Joe Schmo,
I think it's just one of those because I don't know, like they call like Americans certain names in certain countries, and Joe might be one of those. Like, hey Joe, even though they're not saying that's his name, but that's just where he's from. He's American.
Yeah, it's just another Joe Schmo,
Yeah.
Yeah. But I like I said, love the sound design, love the camera movements, and really what Leone is doing here with how he's directing the camera. But I mean the best thing, and I mean you guys can call me a stan or whatever you want. I'm a big fan of Ennio Morricone. And this score, it just from the opening note, it just gets stuck in your head. And I'm still playing that in my head. And
iconic.
It's iconic. And Morricone is just as iconic as to the spaghetti Western as
I mean, and this would follow Westerns from there on with scores like this.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, it's the main reason why, when Tarantino made a Western, he wanted to get Morricone to do the score.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then Tarantino ended up making 2 Westerns. And technically Kill Bill might be there. I mean, it's like a modern Western in a way, but just not in the typical setting.
Yeah. But, yeah, dude, I mean, it's just the thing that just can't get out of your mind is just how like this is literally Yojimbo. But
I can see why Leone tried it. Like he released this in Spain or Italy. He released this in Italy and then America, and I guess he was figuring like most Americans had never seen a Kurosawa film at this time, which he probably wasn't wrong. But then it gained so much traction, his movie, that Kurosawa went to watch it, I'm guessing, and was like, this looks familiar.
Yeah. I also got to say, I like that title sequence. The title sequence in the beginning.
Oh, yeah, with the artwork and everything. Yeah, that was different. That was nice. I like that.
Yeah. You didn't really see a lot of those, man. And it was really cool to see kind of like the animation within it and just the music in the back, accompanied with the artwork. Like it's pretty fantastic.
Nice. It's very cool. I mean, this. We're not gonna lie. We're not gonna beat around the bush. This is a remake of Yojimbo.
Yeah.
It is a remake. It's a good remake, though.
Oh,
I mean,
of course.
I mean, it's like saying all of William Shakespeare's that Kurosawa remade. Those are remakes, technically. Based on his book.
But they're adaptations.
They're adaptations. Can't really be called remakes because nobody made them before. But
yeah, and if anything, like this isn't a remake, but it's I guess you call this more like of a reimagining of a sense because it's like in the Western genre,
which is what you could call like Ron, and that's a reimagining of William Shakespeare's works.
Yeah.
So I think this is more important to call it a reimagining of Kurosawa's works.
Yeah.
I think, but like there are scenes where it's just scene for scene the same. He just pulled
Oh,
it. He just pulled it from Yojimbo.
you know the iconic moment from Yojimbo with the sword and the dust is like going through like it's in here. It's in here.
I
Like come
mean,
on.
but this one had like dynamite, so that was kind of cool. It was
Yeah,
like,
that
bam! It
was
was
cool.
like, and then it was the dust going off, and you're like, well, that's a good way to get it going.
Yeah. And even though sword fights are pretty interesting when Kurosawa does them on his films, I mean the gunfights are just as cool.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, it's really cool, and like the ending fight when he shoots him in the leg, and it's still pretty cool. It's just
and also what I liked about Yojimbo, same thing I like in this, is that your heroes, they show him not being invincible. He was actually captured and he was tortured and beat up, just like Yojimbo was. So that's kind of cool seeing that these guys aren't invincible. They're just really fucking good at killing.
just really good, man. But yeah, this was I mean, if you never seen Yojimbo, I really do recommend people like if you've never seen Yojimbo, watch it before you watch A Fistful of Dollars, and or just watch them in the same day. Just do a double feature.
I mean, I would suggest watching Yojimbo first though, just so you can see what the hell we're talking about. Because you'll go through there and you'll just start picking out scenes, even from the very beginning. And I was telling Raul this: they got the one dude on the horse, he's dead. And although I did like the sign on the back, "Adios."
Adios, amigo.
I thought that was a nice touch, but it's like a reimagining of the scene where the dog is walking with the severed arm of a guy.
Yeah, and I don't know why I was expecting the movie to be in Italian. I was just like, God, why? And then I remember like how they're called spaghetti western because they're done by Italian producers and directors. It's not because they're actually in Italian,
but made for an American audience, I'm sure.
Made for the American audience, yeah. So yeah, I mean, this is a great one to start off with. It's great. It's a good western. It's just the original is better.
I mean, I am a Kurosawa stan, so don't get me wrong, but I much prefer Yojimbo.
Oh yeah,
just I think I like Mifune better in the role.
Exactly. I was gonna say Eastwood is no Mifune, bro.
Yeah, Eastwood's no Mifune. Eastwood is the quintessential, movie cowboy, but Mifune is grade A. Just he can play anything.
Yeah, and it was really cool to see this movie because we studied this movie in film school because of the cowboy shot, which was it's kind of like the medium shot, and it gets from the waist up because it has to point out the gun on the cowboy. That's literally what it was created from these films. It was the cowboy shot. So, yeah, it was really cool to see that after having learned it in film school.
I mean, we'll say it again. We are not busting Sergio Leone's balls.
Oh no.
He made a terrific movie, but at the same time,
bro,
I'd rather watch Yojimbo.
Yeah, I watch Yojimbo. Yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and just give I'll give A Fistful of Dollars an 8.5 out of 10. I think it's good, but Leone does have better movies. He has better movies, like The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. That's his masterpiece. Or Once Upon a Time in America, or Once Upon a Time in the West. Like those are 10 times better movies than A Fistful of Dollars. But this is good stuff.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's definitely a good one to start out Western month for sure.
Yeah.
Again, like I said, I'm always going Kurosawa. For that, I'm giving this movie 8 out of 10.
All right, man. All right. So that's our what's it called? Our Fistful of Dollars review. Now we got to do our coin toss here for our Saturday morning review for you all. More like Thursday night review for the patrons who are watching this live. But this is it's just the way it works, my friend. I am choosing another film. I'm choosing a film from my 75 films from Asia challenge because let's be real, I gotta get that done soon because 2020 will end soon, and I'm not gonna be done with this challenge, and I have to finish in 2020. And plus, it's by the same direct. This is the same. It's a film by a director we've talked about before. The good old director. Man, I'm gonna hate that I can't say this correctly. Yon Sang-ho. It's the director of Train to Busan. I want to talk about his I want to watch his 2018 film Psychokinesis.
Hmm.
And let me see if I can find a synopsis here, Brad.
And while you do that, just a question: are we doing the same thing we did last week?
Yep.
Yeah.
Coin toss, whoever wins, the one we watch. A father with newly acquired superpowers sets out to help his estranged daughter before she loses everything. That's a really vague. So what's it called? A synopsis, but all right. Yeah. So Psychokinesis from Yon Sang Ho is my pick. Brad, what you got?
I've got We Are Legion, the story of the hacktivists. If y'all didn't know, Anonymous is back and just they're spilling the tea all over the place. So
Yep.
I figured going back to 2012 documentary film and seeing what that had to say would be really interesting.
Yep. All right. Well, what's it called? Those are it, Brad. Let's go ahead and do it. Toss that coin for me, sir. All right. My tails was lucky last time. I'm gonna go with heads today.
It's heads.
Jesus, bro. Am I that good?
I don't know.
All right.
I think I know luck.
Yeah. All right. We're gonna do Psychokinesis today. This week, and then next week we'll do
We Are Legion.
We Are Legion, the story of the hacktivists. I'm very interested to watch this. By the way, these are two movies I've never seen. I've never seen these movies.
I've never seen We Are Legion. I've never seen Psychokinesis.
Yeah, so we'll have some fun. And our thoughts are going to be raw because how am I going to defend a film that I've never seen? So
yeah, and this isn't like Crazy Heart though, which I had seen before.
Yeah, but we'll see what's going on, man. And it's been a lot of fun. Usually the main show isn't long, but I'm glad that we got to kick off Western Month with a fistful of dollars. I wish we could wear cowboy hats during this time, but like headphones just don't fit.
I mean, they'd have to be the little bitty cowboy hat with like the string.
When you put on your fits.
Yeah.
Oh God, man. All right. Well, I hope everybody's staying safe. I hope everybody's okay. And as always, you can go check out everything. Hold on. I got to take out the thing, right? Everything that's got to do with us, it goes down there, nerdcore.com. And go check it out for podcasts, for, you want to learn about our team members, you want to get our social media, stuff like that. We've almost had the website for a whole year, and I think we have put the website to good use with all the content we have up on there, written stuff. So go and read a bunch of stuff. I'm going to start writing, some more stuff soon. I can't. I got to do. I have a lot of stuff that I need to do, but I got an article that I've been wanting to write on Gaspar Noé's Love. So I'm gonna go ahead and do one of the an article soon. But yeah, if you want to get all that information, all that stuff, it goes down here, nerdcore.com, nerdcore_ on Instagram, on Twitter, and then nerdcore on Instagram. Get the underscore out, guys. Come on, we got to find a way to Twitter to let us get the underscore out. Like. The account hasn't been active since 2013. What the hell is going on?
Give me the name. Give me the name, Twitter.
I don't want to get verified. I want the name. That's all I want.
Yeah, I don't want the verification. Give me the name. Maybe we can give a shout out to Anonymous. Maybe they can give it to us.
Anonymous, help us out. We just want the name. Yeah. But as always, we got to give a huge shout out to our Patreon supporters. We got across the board. We got some great Patreon supporters. All of y'all are wonderful people who help us out. As always, we got to thank the producers as well. We got associate producers Cassie and Sarah. Thank you so much for what you do for us. Also, we got to give a shout out to our executive producers. We got Grayson Barker 98 on Instagram, Warlord 1 Bar on Twitter. Grayson, thank you for being the first ever producer of the show. It does mean a lot to us, my friend. And Shane, where can they find him, Brad?
You can follow our friend Shane at twitch.tv/SWRWK or on Twitter at SWRWK Twitch. And, hit him up on Fridays. I'll be on his stream usually after the show.
Yep. Fun stream.
Mm-hmm.
I'll probably be on too if we don't finish too late on Friday. Have you been noticing as of late, like our live shows have been getting longer and longer? I
mean, I'm kind of okay with it. But then again, have you noticed the more people we put on, the longer our live show goes?
Yeah, true.
Generally,
that's how the cookie crumbles.
Because usually we're just yelling at each other like, "Where'd your brew go?" Like, because his internet keeps cutting out. We're like, "Where'd he go?"
It's okay. It's just the first ever live show episode had Luis cut out and we didn't hear back from him for like 10, 20.
Do you remember the one episode where it was Luis in his car?
Yeah,
he
yeah.
was like going to the car wash. Was that the first one?
The first episode of the live show. That's the first ever one.
Okay. Yeah. I remember he was going to get his car washed or something. And then you wanted him to ask, I think his pastor or something, like what his favorite movie was.
And he was going to get down, but, then his phone got out of charge. But our other executive producers at the $25 tier are Brown Rice 96 on Instagram and Twitter. Thank you, Bryce, for being a Patreon at the $25 tier and an executive producer of this show. As always, we also got to give a huge shout out to our other executive producer at the $25 tier and our other executive producer, Real Nerdy Dad on Twitter.
Hey, Tony.
Hey, Tony. Hey, Tony. Yep.
I can't wait for his other Patreon prompts coming up. I wonder how he's going to top the one with who's your favorite porn star. It's like, well, let me tell you who I cranked the yank to.
Yeah, we gotta do his next film for what's it called, the review. We gotta do it. Earth Girls Are Easy. That's the next one. Okay. So we gotta get that done soon. But yeah, as always, it's been a lot of fun. You know where to catch us and all that stuff. But we'll see you guys on. I will see you guys on Wednesday for Cinema Condition number 18. I talked to RB3 about School Days, Robert Butler III. So you guys, that is an episode you do not want to miss. You do not want to miss it. But on Tuesday, you get to see us too doing our Venom movie commentary. So
tomorrow, right?
See you guys tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So as always, Bradley, has been a lot of fun. Let's go ahead and send them out.
Right, thank you being host as always. Thank you to all our listeners out there, all our Patreon supporters. We appreciate each and every one of you. Again, thank you very much. We know this is a very hard time many people are going through. We support each and every one of you, what you're trying to do during this time. And thank you all. We love you. Stay safe. And Young Yoda out.
Happy Pride Month.